My fiancé screamed, "I'm calling the police, you hit me." When I refused to pay for her shopping spree, I said, "Please do." Then I turned on my phone's camera and calmly waited. When the officers arrived and saw my camera footage, she was the one in handcuffs. I, 29 male, was with my fiancée Bianca, 27, for 3 years. We were supposed to get married in 4 months. Emphasis on were. Last Saturday started normal enough. Bianca wanted to go shopping for a few things for the wedding. Cool, I thought we'd hit up some stores, grab lunch, normal couple stuff. I brought my credit card expecting maybe $300 to $400 in damage. I was so wrong. First store was fine. Some decorative stuff, about $150, whatever. Weddings need decorations. Second store, she picked up shoes, $400. I raised an eyebrow, but hey, wedding shoes, I get it. Third store is where things went sideways. High-end boutique. She started grabbing dresses. Not wedding dresses, just regular ones, bags, jewelry. The sales lady was practically vibrating with excitement as the pile grew. I pulled Bianca aside. "Babe, what's all this for?" "For the honeymoon, obviously. I need to look good in photos." "You already bought honeymoon outfits last month. You showed me, remember? The whole haul video you made?" Her face shifted. "Those were for the pre-honeymoon trip." "The what now?" "The trip with my girls before the actual honeymoon. You know this." I did not know this. "Bianca, we never discussed a pre-honeymoon trip. We're already stretched with wedding costs." "God, why are you being so cheap? It's just money." The pile she'd accumulated? The sales lady cheerfully announced it would be $8,600. "Absolutely not," I said. "That's insane." What happened next still plays in slow motion in my head. Bianca's face went red, then purple. Then she grabbed her phone. "I'm calling the police. You hit me," she screamed at the top of her lungs. "Help, he's attacking me." The store went dead silent. Every customer turned to stare. The sales lady backed away. "Here's the thing. I'm not an idiot. My brother Theo is a paralegal and he's drilled into me. Always document everything. So while Bianca was making her scene, I very calmly pulled out my phone, started recording, and held it openly. "Please do call them." I said steadily. "I'm recording everything for our safety." She saw the phone and doubled down. Started hitting herself in the arm. Actually hitting herself. "Stop! Please stop hitting me!" I kept recording. Didn't move. Didn't speak. Just stood there like a statue holding my phone. The timestamp would show I hadn't moved in 2 minutes. The sales lady had already called security. 2 guards showed up, saw her hitting herself while I stood 5 feet away recording, and one actually said, "Ma'am, please stop hitting yourself." He made me do this. The police arrived 12 minutes later. 2 officers. They separated us immediately. I showed them my video. 8 minutes of footage. You could see me standing completely still while she screamed, hit herself, and even at one point threw a shoe at me, which I sidestepped. The male officer watching the video just sighed. The female officer came back from talking to Bianca and pulled him aside. I heard her say, "She says he deleted the evidence of him hitting her." How do you delete evidence while continuously recording for 8 minutes? They reviewed the boutique's security footage. You could see the exact moment I said no to the purchase, her face changing, and her starting the performance. At no point was I within arm's reach of her until she threw the shoe. That's when Bianca switched tactics. "I'm having a panic attack." He triggered my PTSD. "Ma'am, you just told us he physically assaulted you." "Which is it?" She started crying. Not sad crying, angry crying. "You don't understand. He's abusive. He controls all the money." "Ma'am, is it your money or his? We're getting married. It's our money. But right now, whose name is on the account?" Silence. They took statements from everyone. The sales lady, 2 customers, security guards. Everyone's story matched mine, not hers. One customer actually said she went crazy when he wouldn't buy her stuff. The officers came back to me. "Sir, would you like to press charges for false reporting and assault?" Bianca's jaw dropped. "Assault? He's the one who—" "Ma'am, we have you on camera throwing an object at him. That's assault." I said yes, I'd press charges. She was arrested on the spot. In the middle of the boutique, the sales lady had to awkwardly put all the items back while Bianca was led out in handcuffs screaming that I'd ruined her life. The best part? A customer got the arrest on video. I know because it ended up in our local community Facebook group by that evening. Update 1. Holy crap, this exploded. To answer questions, yes, I ended the engagement immediately. No, we didn't live together, thank God. Yes, I have a lawyer. So Bianca got out on bail Sunday morning. Her mom Marlene paid it. By Sunday afternoon I had 62 missed calls, 148 texts, ranging from baby please to I'll destroy you. 18 voicemails. Her mom at my apartment door. Her best friend Jocelyn blowing up my social media. Marlene's visit was special. She brought a printed invoice, an invoice for emotional damages to my daughter, $10,000. Wedding preparation time, $5,000. Loss of future earnings as a married woman, $25,000. Defamation, $50,000. You owe my daughter $90,000 or we're suing. I laughed. Actually laughed. Your daughter assaulted me and filed a false police report. She was stressed. You should have just bought the clothes. It was almost $9 grand. So, a real man provides. What kind of husband will you be? I won't be one. We're done. She went nuclear, started screaming about how I was probably gay anyway and her daughter deserved better, and I was lucky she even looked at me. I started recording again, learned my lesson. Ma'am, please leave or I'll call the police. Call them. I'll tell them you attacked me too. Like mother, like daughter, huh? She actually swung her purse at me. Got it on camera. I called the cops. She left before they arrived, but I filed a report. Then came Monday. I get a call from my credit card company about suspicious activity. Someone tried to use my card number for a $3,000 purchase. The billing address? Bianca's parents' house. She'd memorized my card info. Fraud department shut it down, issued a new card. I added it to the police report. But wait, there's more. Bianca showed up at my work Monday afternoon. Full makeup, tiny dress, crying performance. Told our receptionist she was my fiancée and there was a family emergency. Receptionist called me. I came down with my phone already recording. She saw me and started the waterworks. Baby, please, I'm sorry, I was just scared. You know how I get. Bianca, you're not supposed to be here. Please leave. But I love you. We can work this out. You falsely accused me of assault. And I kid you not, she said, but I didn't mean it. I just wanted the clothes. I had to get security to escort her out. She made another scene, claiming she was pregnant. Plot twist. She wasn't. How do I know? She posted pictures doing shots with Jocelyn that same night on Instagram, tagged at a bar, with the caption, single and ready to mingle, ex was abusive anyway. My lawyer screenshot everything. Update 2, buckle up, because Bianca's entitlement knows no bounds. Court date for the criminal charges was set. But first, I had to deal with the wedding cancellation. Lost deposits everywhere except the venue. 120-day cancellation policy, I made it under the wire. Bianca had the audacity to text me asking for her half of the deposits back. Her half of deposits I paid. For a wedding she torpedoed because she wanted a shopping spree. I ignored it. She escalated. Tuesday, she contacted every vendor pretending to be me, using a fake email similar to mine, trying to get refunds sent to her account. The florist called me confused because you had sent bank info that didn't match previous payments. I warned all vendors and they blacklisted her. Wednesday, she had Jocelyn call my employer claiming I was harassing a domestic violence victim. My boss called me in. I showed him everything, including the police report where she was charged. He banned both of them from the premises and offered me his lawyer's contact. Thursday was special. I get a call from my apartment complex. Someone reported that I was dealing drugs from my unit. The anonymous caller said I had pounds of cocaine hidden there. They had to investigate due to policy. Management, maintenance, and a courtesy officer checked my place. Obviously found nothing because I don't even smoke weed. The manager pulled me aside after. Between you and me, the caller sounded like a young woman trying to disguise her voice. She specifically insisted we check inside your bedroom closet ceiling tile. Oddly specific for an anonymous tip. Added to the harassment documentation. Friday, Bianca's mom, Marlene, started a GoFundMe. Help my daughter rebuild after domestic violence. She included the boutique arrest video, but edited to start right when police were cuffing Bianca. Made it look like she was randomly arrested while shopping. It raised $400 before people who were actually there started commenting with the truth. Someone posted my video, the full one. GoFundMe shut it down for fraud. Saturday morning, 7 a.m., loud banging on my door. Not knocking, banging. It's Bianca, Marlene, and some dude I don't recognize. I don't open the door, just speak through it. You need to leave. Now. Open up, we need to talk like adults. Marlene, I'm calling the police. The dude starts yelling that he's Bianca's cousin Anthony and I need to be a man and face him. Threatens to handle this the street way. I call 911, put it on speaker so they can hear the threats. Anthony must have realized because they all scattered before cops arrived. But my doorbell camera got everything, including Anthony's license plate. Cops took another report. Told me to get a restraining order. Already in progress. Update 3 court day arrived. I thought Bianca would show up looking presentable. Wrong. She wore a white dress, seriously, fake arm sling, and had Marlene pushing her in a wheelchair. A wheelchair. For court about her falsely claiming assault. The prosecutor actually smirked. Judge reviewed the evidence. The boutique video. My video. Security footage. 5 witness statements. The fraud attempts. The harassment reports. Bianca's lawyer tried arguing she was having a mental health crisis and needed treatment, not punishment. The judge asked what mental health condition causes someone to memorize credit card numbers and commit fraud. Silence. Then Bianca, against her lawyer's advice, asked to speak. The judge allowed it. Your Honor, he ruined my life. I'm a good person. I was just stressed about the wedding, and he's always been controlling with money. He made me sign prenups and everything. You weren't married? There was no prenup. Well, he would have made me sign one. That shows what kind of person he is. The judge looked tired. Miss Name, you're charged with false reporting and assault, not theoretical future prenups. But he's the real criminal. He filmed me without consent. In a public store, that's legal. He's stalking me. He showed up at his workplace and home multiple times after being arrested. She started crying. Loud, theatrical wailing. Marlene joined in. They had to take a recess. When we reconvened, the verdict, guilty on both charges. Sentenced to 200 hours community service. Anger management classes. $5,000 fine. Restraining order granted for 2 years. Probation for 1 year. Bianca lost it. Started screaming about injustice, how the system fails women, how I probably bribed everyone, had to be physically removed while shouting, "He'll pay for this." But it wasn't over. 2 days later, I get a call from a number I don't recognize. It's Jocelyn, crying. I need you to know I had nothing to do with what's about to happen. What? Bianca and Anthony are planning something. I don't know what, but she said you'll be sorry by tomorrow. I'm done with her, she's lost it. I thanked her, called my lawyer, and installed extra cameras. Good thing too. That night at 3 a.m., my cameras caught Anthony and 2 other guys approaching my car with baseball bats. They saw the cameras and ran, license plates visible. Sent straight to police. Anthony was arrested next morning. Turns out he was on probation for assault. This violated it. He's looking at actual prison time. Bianca was arrested for conspiracy since they had texts of her promising to pay him to handle me. Final update. This is it. The conclusion to this insane saga. Bianca's second arrest broke something in Marlene. She went from enabling to full accomplice. Started calling my family, my extended family, my coworkers from numbers she found online. The messages were unhinged. Your son destroyed my baby. I hope you all get what you deserve. Watch your backs. She made the fatal mistake of calling my employer's corporate office claiming I embezzled money. That triggered an internal investigation. When they found nothing but discovered she'd made false accusations, they pressed charges for harassment and defamation. Marlene was arrested at her work, at an elementary school where she was a secretary. She was fired immediately. Meanwhile, Bianca, out on bail again, daddy's money this time, decided her only option was to find a new victim. Boyfriend, to pay for her lifestyle. She met Derek on a dating app, told him I was her abusive ex who was obsessed with her. Derek, being a decent guy, wanted to protect her. She convinced him to confront me. He showed up at my gym ready to defend her honor. You need to leave Bianca alone, man. Dude, there's a restraining order. She can't come near me. That's not what she said. She said you got a fake one to control her. I pulled up the court records on my phone. Showed him everything, the videos, the arrests, the charges. His face went from angry to confused to horrified. She said you hit her. Did she mention she's facing charges for false reporting? She said those were dropped. Brother, she's been lying to you. Derek left, blocked her immediately. Then sent me screenshots of their conversations. She'd been trying to get him to buy her a car because her abusive ex stole hers. She never owned a car. She'd been using Marlene's. The final court date arrived for the conspiracy charges. Bianca showed up in another white dress. Girl had a theme, this time with a neck brace added to the sling. The judge was the same one from before. He looked at her getup and just shook his head. Evidence was presented. The camera's footage. Anthony's texts with Bianca. Venmo transactions showing she'd sent him money with the note for handling the problem. Her lawyer tried arguing entrapment. The judge asked how I entrapped her into hiring someone to destroy my property. No answer. Verdict: guilty. Conspiracy to commit vandalism. Violation of restraining order. New sentence: 90 days in jail, 3 years probation, $15,000 in fines and restitution. Extended restraining order for 5 years. Mandatory psychological evaluation. She screamed that I'd won, and she hoped I was happy ruining lives. The judge added 30 days for contempt. Marlene was convicted of harassment and got probation and fines. Lost her job, reputation, and apparently her husband finally left her after 30 years of this behavior. Anthony got 18 months in prison for probation violation and conspiracy. Last week, I got a message from Bianca's dad. Not threatening, just sad. Apologizing. Said he'd been enabling them for years and regretted it. His wife and daughter had destroyed their family's reputation in town. He's filing for divorce and moving. As for me, I'm in therapy dealing with the trauma of false accusations. Started dating a woman from my climbing gym who thinks the whole story is absolutely bonkers, her words. She actually asked to see the videos on our third date just to confirm I wasn't making it up. The boutique? They sent me a gift card for $500 for The Trouble and banned Bianca for life. They have her photo at the register. Found out through the grapevine that Bianca's now working at a car rental place and living with Jocelyn's ex-roommate. Jocelyn cut her off completely. She apparently tells everyone I'm a narcissist who destroyed her life over nothing. The security footage from the boutique says otherwise. To everyone asking if I regret not just buying the clothes, are you insane? It was never about clothes. It was about control. Today it's $8,600 in clothes. Tomorrow it's a car. Next week it's invest in my MLM. There's no end with people like this. My only regret? Not seeing the red flags earlier. Like when she made a scene at a restaurant because they wouldn't accept her expired coupon. Or when she tried to get a refund on a dress she'd clearly worn. Or when she said her ex was crazy and controlling for not co-signing a loan for her. Hindsight's 20/20 though. Thought I was done updating, but this deserved a final note. Bianca served her 120 days, reduced for good behavior. Apparently she wasn't good enough for the full reduction. First thing she did when she got out, created a TikTok about being a survivor of financial abuse. It got 50 views before someone commented with a link to the news article about her arrest. She deleted it. But here's the karma. Remember Derek, the guy she tried to manipulate? He started dating Jocelyn. They actually reached out to thank me because they never would have met if not for this drama. They're happy. Good for them. Marlene lost her house in the divorce, had to move in with her sister 3 states away. Bianca couldn't follow because of probation. She's stuck here, working minimum wage, living with roommates who apparently can't stand her. She tried to get a job at 3 different high-end retailers. All of them Googled her. All of them said no. The boutique incident video? Someone made it into a meme. It's not viral or anything, but it circulates in local Facebook groups whenever someone mentions crazy customer stories. She's become a local cautionary tale. My therapist says I handled everything remarkably well for someone who'd never dealt with this level of manipulation before. The camera saved me. Documentation saved me. Staying calm saved me. To anyone dealing with someone like this, document everything. Don't engage. Don't argue. Just record, report, and remove yourself. And if someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. I'm closing this chapter. New city, new job, new girlfriend who's actually sane. Life's good. Cool, cool.